Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide. It's your boy Big Will back with some boxing talk. Hey, listen, people, we got breaking news, man. Brian McIntyre, aka BO-MACK, aka Terence Crawford's trainer, and Todd the Buff, who is a bigwig over at Top Rank, the matchmaker over at Top Rank. They was on a conference call today, and they were discussing how they can make the Errol Spence fight, the fight with Errol Spence and the fight with other champions. BO-MACK made it clear to Todd the Buff that he don't want to fight nobody after Jose Benavidez. After the fight with Jose Benavidez, should they be successful, he don't want to fight nobody else but the other champions at 147, mainly Errol Spence Jr. Now, Keith Addick from Boxing Scene, he wrote the article a little while ago, and just so I don't get nothing mixed up or misconstrued, I'm going to go ahead and read the article word for word. It says, Terence Crawford's trainer, manager applied pressure on Crawford's promoter, Top Rank Incorporated, to do whatever's necessary to make the fights Crawford wants most. McIntyre admitted during the conference call that the only opponents that'll interest Crawford after he defeats Jose Benavidez Jr. on October 13th are fights against fellow welterweight champions. McIntyre named IBF champion Errol Spence Jr. as the most attractive future foe for Crawford. Sean Porter, the WBC, and Keith Thurman, the WBA, are the other two 147-pound champions Crawford wants to fight. BO-MACK said, "We want all the champions, man. There is no reason to be fighting a number 6 dude or a number 7 dude. Terence want the best fights out there at 147. So I'm glad Top Rank President Todd the Buff is on this call, because we'll put the heat on him. He's the one who makes the fight happen. He could go to ESPN and make those fights happen. Terence wants the fights to happen. Let's go, man. The only fights out there is the other champions, man." And he said right now the biggest name at welterweight division for Terence is Errol Spence. So what we'll do is, and I'm glad Todd is on this call, is just put pressure on him. ESPN is the leader in sports. They want to be the leader in boxing. They're going to go out and make those fights happen. So that's what Terence wants. They want Terence to be the #1 fighter in the world. So they must do their job, and we're going to do our job. Todd do his job, and then the whole job gets done. You know, when the reporter pressed BO-MACK on which welterweight champion realistically could he fight next, assuming that he beats Benavidez, Todd the Buff, he interjected and said, "I think we're asking everybody to look into the crystal ball, right? And project out what everybody else wants and needs and what they want to do. We've established what we want to do, all right? We're not going to go up to the press conference, and I mean, this call is about Terence Crawford. I'm not going to divert like they did. They were giving us all that attention on September 8th at the Barclays Center. They're talking about, you know, after the Sean Porter, Danny Garcia fight. We're going to go after those guys. We're not allowing anything, no politics, no nothing to get in the way. They want to do it. We want to do it. Let's just get it done, and we'll figure out a solution." Woo! It says, "I'm not going to make a judgment today on a phone call without having a conversation with everybody involved, including them on the one side and us," said the Buff. "We are open to anything to make those big fights happen for Terence and BO-MACK. That's where we're open to. We are not going to be soiled into a formatic way of doing things. We are open to everything." Now, that's the type of stuff you want to hear, man, when, you know, everybody that I talk to, everybody that, you know, who's concerned. Everybody want to see Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence, man. And you heard it, like I said in my other video that I just did a couple days ago, man, that what Bob Arum said. Like, these dudes, man, like, it's a new day at Top Rank, man. These guys are trying to make this fight happen, man. And I believe, man, that, you know, if the other side is serious about doing this, then we probably can get this fight sometime in 2019. BO-MACK, you know, he's not only Terrence's trainer, but he's also his manager, man. He handles a lot of decisions involving Terence Crawford's career. Todd the Buff, he's the matchmaker, the CEO over there at Top Rank, man. He could put this thing together. Like BO-MACK said in the article, ESPN is the leader in sports. If they want to make this fight happen, they can make it happen. You know, I know you know, Errol Spence said at the post-fight press conference of Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, you know, he stated that he fight over at PBC and Showtime. Like he said, he'll never fight at ESPN. But you know what they say: money talks and bullshit runs the marathon. If ESPN make that pop right, Errol Spence is going to go where he need to go to make this fight happen. Or they could do some type of co-promotion, man. But this is good news for the 147-pound division. This is good news for the boxing fans who want to see Terence Crawford fight Errol Spence. This is good news for the boxing fans that want to see the best fight the best. And you heard it here first from Big Will from Big Faces Worldwide. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button now. Hit the like button. Share this. Drop the comments in the comment section, and we're gonna get it cracking. We're gonna stay turning up the heat, man, because I'm not through with this here, man. This is what I do. I love to talk boxing, and I'm gonna bring you the biggest news from the biggest faces in the sport of boxing. I'll holler back.